capture the flag.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Reflex GT. I am joined by Casper here. Are you known by gamertag in the community?
Yeah, I'm a Reflex default. I'm participating with Reflex GT, helping them out with their Halo Reach scene. But it's not really big anymore. We only, unfortunately, only 5 teams, but the top 5 teams here, so wasn't really that busy this weekend.
Yeah. So, actually, the match has started. Well, you guys did do a great job though, as far as prize money, the setup, the stream, everything has been perfectly arranged. Now let's talk about the match. This is probably our first big match up so far. It's Dignitas versus LLL. Dignitas probably the heavy favorite for this tournament. LLL in their home country, well, Schneider and Pinoir. And always a very strong team to look out for, but they have not practiced as much as they should have. I spoke to Riot before this match as well. I asked him what he thought its biggest opponent would be, and he said Apex, simply because LLL have not practiced again. Let's go into the match, I guess. LLL are actually dominating the spawns at the moment, all 4 up, and dominating Dignitas all spawn completely. 4 down for Dignitas again, and they
Leg dropped.
really hard. So this is probably going to be a cap for LLL. Anything you see, Casper?
No, I was just wondering what you said about LLL not being that practiced. Isn't Apex just a formed team that hasn't really practiced together as well?
Honestly, I have no idea. Apex, I think, are a randomly formed team, but I do know that Trojan and Gunner have played quite a bit together before, and I'm sure they've put in some online practice in. Whereas Shinado and I actually went to New York just last week, so there's no way they practiced. So all I know is LLL may have put in 1 or 2 days of practice for this tournament, so I'm sure Apex have practiced more than that, and Dignitas have probably not put in that much time either, but probably more than both those teams combined.
Yeah, we can see that because we actually missed a cap from LowLandLions.
Yeah. Yeah, the LLL started off extremely well. They just had 4 down and back-to-back. And again, LLL are looking really good. I mean, the talent is definitely there. Like on paper, they're probably the most or one of the most talented teams out there, but they just have to put the work in. I mean, the Bucks have been good for years now. Shinado, you can hear screaming a lot. Shinado out there marring someone and then For Real screaming for him. That's always fun.
But you've played with For Real in the Halo 3 scene. How big is his influence, his screaming and his coaching in the game? Oh,
it seems to be demoralizing more than anything, but with the closed headphones nowadays, it seems to be less of an effect than it used to. When we used to play, we played with open earphones, so you could basically hear everything, and you don't have that as much. In the meantime, Dignitas did stop, really clutch the flag at the LLL base, so LLL are not ahead at 2-0, but instead, Dignitas have the rockets and are actually vying for position with LLL right now.
Yeah, but when he seems to have trouble finding an enemy with his rockets, he was like running around for half a minute, couldn't find anyone. Now Dignitas took over the rockets. No,
LLL.
LLL. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, it seems to be a bit rusty of Dignitas. The last 2 tournaments they have attended, they have won both of them. I don't know too much about them, but from what I did see, the finals that they did play at the other tournaments, they barely won those, and they weren't against the best teams. So we will basically see if Dignitas are just the best team out right now because all the other teams aren't practiced, or if they're actually that good. That's definitely what this tournament is about for Dignitas, kind of showing everyone in Europe that they're actually the best team and not just that everyone else is a poor team.
Yeah, we'll see. Seems like LowLandLions has some momentum in this game for right now, so see if Dignitas can turn it around.
Yeah, looks like just a battle for position right now with power weapons spawning over, and then both teams just getting 2 or 3 down on either side, but not really doing anything with that. I actually asked for Wright's point of view specifically because he was actually absolutely dominating in the warm-ups before. His shot was extremely on point. Doesn't look that way in the actual game though, but maybe he just needs to warm up. Who knows?
LowLandLions running another flag again. See if Wright's trying to get behind him and stop the flag when it's comes to their side of the map.
Looks like a good position for a counter cap actually. Shinado seems the only one in position to stop him, and everyone on Dignitas is up. He's actually doing exactly that. Running the flag over the sniper. LLL, good shots by Buck 20, I think, I'm not sure. But this could definitely be a counter cap for Dignitas if they just play this out. Although LLL are still moving the flag as well, so this is going both ways.
Interesting to see if Dignitas is going for the push to defend their own flag, or actually trying to return the LLL flag.
Yeah, very good point. I would probably just try and cap the flag, but yeah.
I think they just split up. Riot's trying to defend their own flag, and
yeah. The problem is though, LLL stopped the other flag and are still running their flag. So Dignitas lost basically. Although they haven't lost this flag yet, but the decision there was definitely a bad one for Dignitas.
And there it. No, not yet. No. Oh.
Rockets of Karos, I believe. I think he did touch it, but they didn't cap it yet. Just for real, still screaming.
Medicae going for the counter cap, just throwing the flag out of the base.
Yeah, Medicae went absolutely huge there. He had the rockets, but he used them perfectly. LL, I don't think they're going to touch this flag in time. Nope. Great job by Medicae. That was basically just Medicae on his own holding them off. He did have rockets, but he used them to perfection. I think he hit every single one of them and stopped about 3 or 4 people from actually capping the flag. Great job by him. Definitely a clutch move on his part.
Very impressive, because the flag was almost literally on the LowLandLions flag base, so they only had to touch it once to make another cap. But great, what you said, great defending from Medicae.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's one of the harder things to do when all the pressure is on you. I mean, some people thrive under that, and some people just choke under it, but it's always hard.
Buck 57, a little bit of a choke.
3 down for Dignitas at the moment, though. 2 down at the moment, 3 down again. LLL are definitely outslaying them, which is quite surprising. I mean, coming off of back-to-back tournament wins from Dignitas, you would expect them to be extremely good, but LLL are just putting in work at the moment.
And maybe they gained the momentum they put up against Whalers and just brought it on to the game against Dignitas. Although Dignitas won against Spice Boys 3-0, easy 3-0.
Yeah. So how was that match? Did you see anything?
Yeah, I was the ref actually at the game, so it was really easy. Only in the team player on countdown it was like 50-32, but all the objective games was 5-0, and on hill it was 250-20 or something for Dignitas.
Jesus.
So, but yeah, Spice Boys and LowLandLions are a bit different of quite different type of opponent. So
that's definitely true. That's definitely true. I mean, still though, I mean, coming off of that kind of win and LLL not dominating nearly as hard as they are against Dignitas as they were against like Whalers, that seemed a lot closer than this seems to be. Although obviously the score doesn't reflect it yet. But LLL are definitely firmly in control of this match, and if Dignitas dominated the previous match, and this is quite surprising. Riot's going to nice snipes.
Almost got a nice double kill there on Shinado. Haven't really seen Riot being that much on the side of the LowLandLions base at all this game. It's mostly defending of their own side. When I think Rami is pulling a flag right now, running into Sniper Ridge. Ooh.
Yeah, this looks like a almost guaranteed cap for Dignitas.
A little bit of spamming there. Nice double kill. Oh!
Oh my gosh, Pino absolutely choked there. What a triple kill by Riots though. Fantastic.
I think there was a little bit too much spamming. Oh, what the fuck? Riot's going off right now.
This is what I was hoping to see on the stream. I mean, he's just hitting shot after shot after shot.
Well, trash talking is starting from the Dignitas side right now.
Yeah, Riot's is definitely not the... if he wants to be when he gets pumped up, like obviously he just did, he will actually start screaming, and that's exactly what he just did. And I think that, I'm not sure, I haven't watched this Dignitas side play live before, but I'm assuming that's definitely one of their biggest factors, that when Riot gets going, that's when they start winning.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, nice cross map headshot on there on Pino. Trying to clear out LowLandLions their snipe.
See, this is where, as LLL, you feel terrible. You had control for probably the first 10 minutes of the game almost, and you gave up. You didn't cap more than one flag, you only and you even gave up a flag, and now the momentum is switching. And LLL have always been a momentum team. I'm not sure if they still are, but wouldn't be surprised if this starts going in the way of Dignitas now, because they're definitely starting to own the spawns now. And unlike LLL, they seem to be doing something with it. They actually seem to be running flags the moment they get that control.
Oh, going for the no-scope there on buck 20. Nearly missed it. See if they can actually get the flag inside their base.
Great no-scope followed by a nade by Riot. I mean, it's risky play, but when it works, it just looks really good, and it's really effective.
It's really, sorry. Yeah, it's really surprising that just when Riot is really stepping up his game, there are 2 flags in nearly 2 or 3 minutes because Riot is just going off.
Exactly, and that's the difference between what we've seen from LLL and Dignitas. The moment Dignitas got control, they've only had it twice, and they've capped 2 flags back to back. And that's definitely the biggest difference between LLL and Dignitas so far.
Yeah, it's really impressive to see just how do you say, well, how good the pressure is from Dignitas, and how they managed to cap 2 flags in nearly 5 minutes. Well, it wasn't even 5 minutes again. No. I think it was like 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. No, but that's definitely what defines a good team. I mean, obviously it's not in their plan to let LLL dominate the first couple of minutes of the map. But the moment you do get your control back, that's actually when you start making caps and that kind of thing. And that's exactly what Dignitas are doing. Just waiting for their moment, and when they do get it, take advantage of it completely. And that's really impressive to see so far. The game's far from over though. So we still have 3 minutes to go until the time elapses. So we'll see if LLL can cap another flag, or if Dignitas is going to try and end this right now.
LowLandLions actually trying to get another cap going right there. Hilferil screaming a lot, not really sure if they can manage to pull that flag. Great defending from Riot right there.
Yeah, exactly. Even though he didn't actually hit any shots, he was just putting, just being a nuisance and just trying to distract LLL, which is exactly what he did, because Pino was really the only guy watching him, and Pino was also the flag runner, so Pino couldn't do anything. There's 3 down for LLL now, plus rockets for Riot, so this is looking very good for Dignitas again.
See if he can get some guys off spawn right there. Nice kill on Pino. Smart uses of jetpack here. See if he can lift up. Yeah. Oh,
terrible.
A bit of a choke, but well, great kill from buck 20.
For everyone on the stream, we've seen some terrible rockets so far. I mean, I saw buck 20 miss one in the previous round. I think I saw someone else miss one in the previous round as well. And it's just like the easiest rocket kill seems to be the hardest one.
But oh, nice snipe from buck 20, stopping Remy for the flag, but Riot's got a touch.
Dignitas is definitely far ahead with this flag now. They already have it at their own pillars. Although obviously every time you have this does set up a counter possibility, which is exactly what LLL are doing. LLL have stopped the flag, basically pretty sure it's going to return in a second for LLL. And they were trying to run the blue flag as well.
Ooh, Scott actually got a touch on it. And I don't think LowLandLions actually got that far with the Dignitas flag.
No, not at all. And it looks like Dignitas are about to end this game. LLL aren't even trying to put... Yeah, there you go. So that's a 3-1 win. LLL definitely started out on top, but didn't take advantage of their control at all. And the moment Dignitas did get their control, they capped 2 very solid flags, and then the last one was a bit scrappy, but whatever gets the job done.
But what I've seen from here, I think it's just Riot's not really getting in his game in the first couple of minutes. That's when LowLandLions really were dominant. Look at the stats there. Whoa, Shinado dropping a neg 11.
Riot's definitely putting that on the stream. I think he knows he's on stream as well. That's that week of holiday for Shinado. Maybe should have practiced a bit more, but you know, the whole stream doesn't like it either.
Is there really that much difference? Well, you can see it in the stats, but was that the last game that Shinado wasn't really on top of his game, or?
Well, it definitely seemed that something was lacking on the LLL side. If it was just Shinado, I doubt it. But it doesn't help when one of your best slayers and one of your best snipers, because I think he's the main sniper for LLL nowadays, and I'm pretty sure he's their main power weapon user as well. So if your guy goes -11,
that says a lot.
Exactly. Yeah, that's not the best sign, basically.
Well, Team Slayer, who do you think has more of an advantage in Slayer?
LLL are, I'm fairly sure, they were a very good TS team when they had their different teammates. I'm not sure how good they are with the Bucks, but I don't think they've I don't think they've declined as a team as far as Team Slayers go.
They changed Hybrid and Trojan for the Bucks.
Basically, so yeah, the Bucks, and I would argue that the Bucks are better teammates than Trojan and Hybrid. I would just say that Trojan is probably individually more skilled than both of them. But I think Hybrid is a worse player again. So I think it's about even as far as the skill goes, and I think the teamwork has improved. The thing is, they haven't played it all together. Like, they played maybe 4 or 5 matches. And on Dignitas, I'm honestly not sure at all. I'm not sure if they're a Slayer or a objective team.
Well, I know Fusions is one of the main Slayers. He won like almost every FFA event there was on ECL, so he's one of the biggest Slayer out there, together with Buck 20.
Yeah, that's definitely true, and the individual skill is definitely with Dignitas in this match. I would agree. I don't think Shinado's as good as he used to be. I think he's kind of lost that that touch that he used to have. He used to be a very good sniper and Slayer, but if you don't put the work in, people will catch you, and that's exactly what's happened to him.
Is that, do you think that's a Bloom as well? Playing a
possibly, I'm not sure, but I mean, he's been playing since the start, so he should have gotten used to that by now, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see maybe without the Bloom, if they start implementing that, then maybe he has an advantage again, because he's also used to playing without Bloom on a very high level. So yeah, maybe we'll see, but I think he just needs to put way more time in if he wants to be one of the better players again.
Great pacing shots from Riots that were there, picking up Shinado and Buck 57.
Yeah, this is what I saw. This is what I wanted him on stream. I saw that his shot is extremely solid. Just he paces very well. And he's just a really good player. I've known this from Riot. He quit for a little while, but he was really, really good when he was at his best. And the moment he starts putting time in like he has been, he's just one of the best players out there.
And we can see that on stream right here. I don't think he has died so far. And got 2 or 3 kills. Maybe he can get a killing spree going. You see Dignitas really holding one side of the base. And LowLandLions pushing for top gold control.
That's definitely what I discussed it with Trojan on the objective map. Even though this is a team Slayer, still arguably top gold is pretty much the most dominant place to hold on the map. Together with top middle, if you're good at that, if you're good at staying alive, for example, Trojan is one of the best players out there who's good at that. Fusion is as well. Then top middle becomes extremely effective. So if you manage to do that, then definitely try and hold top middle and top gold, and that's exactly what Dignitas are doing and have been doing for this match.
Unlucky grenade launcher there just before he got killed. He tried to get Shinado right there, but hit Medicae with his grenade launcher. Right, going back to top middle, see if he can perform that top middle control. No, actually dropping down. Not really that good position. Actually taken down by Shinado with his grenades. Look, good spawn there, top mid. All of Dignitas around top gold. Well, actually, 2 of them actually got taken down. I think it's really a top fight of top gold during this whole game right now.
Yeah, that's all it's been, and that's all it's probably going to be. I mean, LLL are definitely not winning this fight for top gold, but they are pushing, and they know that it's very important. And in the meantime, they're, well, so to speak, only 8 kills behind. It's not that big of a difference. I mean, 2 spawn kills and there you go. You know, that's already 8 kills. And that's definitely possible on maps like these when you get a few power weapons, you get a few spawn kills going. Buck 57 got a nice double kill going there. I mean, it's pretty easy. Dignitas stuck on the blue now. And if LLL managed to spot that and actually kill them, then there you go, 5 kills.
Nice use of the map. LowLandLions keeping top control, trying to keep Dignitas on the lower levels. Oh, Fusion actually got what's going on a killing spree right now.
Yeah, Fusion is one of the smartest players around in the community. Definitely knows that sometimes it doesn't. Oh wow, Buck 20 killed someone.
Spamming there, right there from Riots.
Unbelievable. Buck 20 just jumping in between 2 players and actually managing to kill Riots. Really poor shots by Riots. Should have done better for sure. Yeah, and so far it just seems to be that LLL know what they have to do, they're just not that successful at it. At the meantime though, Dignitas have had their top control, but haven't done that much with it if you look at the score. It's only 5 kills and we're already at the 35-36 kill mark, so it's not that big of a difference, and LLL can definitely pull out a comeback now.
Only 4 kills, was 8 like a couple of minutes ago. Going back to 5, Riot's running away, probably picking up the evade, nice. Nice evade right there. Running away from Buck 57, I think it was. Oh. Got an 8, see if he can use the map back, nice. Shot with the sniper right there.
See, as you can tell, like LLL are definitely trying to fight for that position, but they're making very, very ballsy moves by jumping after them straight away. I mean, it worked out really well for them because the two guys who jumped down actually managed to flank them, the other two guys up top both, but it won't work all the time. Although LLL are teaming absolutely phenomenal now. They've made back-to-back kills, and they just took the lead as well, and they're actually just dominating at the moment.
Oh, you see, for real, Screen stepped up a lot when they took the lead against Dignitas. Actually, 2 kills.
It was about a spree of about 7 kills, and they've only killed 1 back. It's like 8 kills now for LLL. So LLL are definitely closing this map out strong. For real, still screaming, of course. Wow, Shinada. Okay, Shinada did die. So crunch time now for both teams. I mean, LLL will feel pretty bad if they made the comeback and no win, and Dignitas will just kick themselves if they gave up that lead and this did not win. Buck 20 seems to be going off though. I mean, this is like the 2nd or 3rd time you see him jumping on no shield and not dying.
See, Dignitas is stuck together all at the, I think it's the red base.
Yeah, that's the red base med pack.
I think they're gonna...
Yeah, they made the move for the grenade launcher, but that guy who has it, I'm not sure who went for it, but he went on his own. It does mean the sniper is up as well, so you'll probably see a couple snipe shots going off from LLL. And as we know, LLL can be very dangerous with that sniper.
But it seems a little bit like a standoff. Oh. Dignitas holding the red base and red grenade launcher. Oh, great use of the grenade launcher right there. But I think it was Buck 57.
LLL have had a lot of guys no shield already, but have only managed to pick up 1 kill. Although they are completely stuck. It looks like someone's gonna die.
Oh!
Buck 20 managed to do it again. So that was basically the story of the game. LLL were in a horrible position the whole game, but they managed to outshoot Dignitas when it mattered. And at the end, they just went off with teamwork for a little bit, between 35 and 45 kills.
And you see the big difference from the last game. Riot's going -6, and Dignitas losing the game as a result of that.
Yeah, exactly. You notice as well, he switches straight off of the stats instead of giving us a long view of the stats. The moment he goes negative, he just backs out and focuses on the next game, which is exactly what you should do.
True. Trash talk when you have big stats, quick hide. Yeah, they're the quick hide again of your own stats. Your going big negative.
Everyone in the chat, because I am watching you guys. What do you guys think will be the deciding factor for this series? Because I think a lot of people were expecting Dignitas to sweep LLL, but now it's a 1-1 series. So what do you guys think will happen in the next couple of games, and what do you guys think is important?
See Blackjack hating on Rami a little bit. Everybody thinks he's good. He got 16 kills, but always get 15 deaths. That's true.
Rights is deciding, okay.
Well,
Adamski is deciding. I think, honestly, a lot of people don't notice, but I think Adamski still runs Team Dignitas and Power and all the other English teams. Okay, that's enough. That's enough for Adamski. I actually agree with a lot of people on the stream as well. I think Riot's is definitely a deciding factor. That's why I did ask to put him on the stream. His shot is phenomenal, but the moment he goes quiet, the team just seems to drop atmosphere. Fusion obviously has been there, but Matty K and Ramirez are fairly new to this level of play. So this is the map I do not know, and the game type I haven't played in 2 years. So King of the Hill and Oasis. Do you know anything about this?
Well, I know King of the Hill, but I don't know Oasis, so we'll just see what happens during this game. It seems like a 4-based map. I'm not really sure. Can't really tell. Oh, Riot's big kill there on Buck 57 being no shield. Going for the double. Oh, on Pino, nice double.
From what I had in the first series between Whalers and it was Whalers and
LowLandLions or
no,
Spice Boys.
Yeah, Spice Boys, where we had TS on this series. Even Trojan, who's probably one of the more dedicated players in Europe as far as games played goes, has barely played on this map. So it's not just us.
Cool.
The players as well have to get used to this map. So I doubt you'll see a lot of clean setups. I think it'll be a lot of scrappy time. Riot's definitely does have a shot though. When he can hit it, when he does hit it, it's a pretty spectacular shot. And he barely misses.
Seems to be 2 bases. The base is divided with a little bit of the Oasis. I think it's a river. I think that's the name, where the name comes from, Oasis. And we'll just see. who's better on this map. I honestly can't say from this part. Nice long range BR of DMR from Riots.
Yeah, it's according to Trojan, it was a symmetrical map. So you do have two bases on either side with a fountain or a river in the middle. And it's basically just a fight for control of probably the upper level. When it's a new map, it's always going to be a fight for the upper levels. That's always what gives you more control than anything else. But these side bases, which they always are in King of the Hill, seem to be a very big deciding factor on how this game is going to end up. The side bases are definitely where you will be able to basically get the most time. And if you get a good setup, you'll be able to get probably 60, 70 seconds straight, or like 2 big blocks of 30 seconds, or 40 seconds even. Nice double kill by Riots there. And this has been a good setup by Dignitas. They definitely seem to have a better feel for this map than LLL have. So, yeah, and honestly, with the amount of practice LLL have, I wouldn't even be surprised if they don't know where the hill moves.
Well, I think the Bucks always put in a lot of practice, so maybe they can tell their teammates Shinado and Pino. Great DMR there from Riots on Shinado. Smartly backing down. Seeing Buck 20 coming for him, going for the evades. Probably rolling back in there. Nice flank there from Riots. Getting all LowLandLions players in their backs.
For everyone in the stream who's confused about how it works so far, basically 5 teams have showed up to this event: LLL, Apex, Dignitas, the Whalers, and then Spice Boys. Basically, what Reflex decided to do was do a big group matchup with all 5 teams, where every team plays the other team, and the number 1 and 2 finishers in the group will play each other in a grand finals, deciding who gets first and who gets second. The 3rd and 4th finishers in the group stages will also play each other, but that will only be to decide who gets 3rd and gets prize money as well.
Yeah, and after that, if there's time, me and Zorda just will decide if we can do a no-bloom tournament or maybe a no-bloom free-for-all. It depends on how much time we have left, because all the teams were quite late this event. So the intention was to do a full single elimination tournament without bloom, but depending on how late we finish today, we'll see. Maybe just do one matchup. Whoa, big snipe there from Shinado and Riots. We'll maybe just do one matchup of the 2 top teams here on a no bloom.
Yeah, well, we'll definitely try to get you guys to no bloom, because I can already see in the chat that the no bloom is definitely one of the more appealing factors to this tournament. Obviously, I can imagine that Reflex did a great job of setting this up, though, guys. It's definitely no fault to them. I mean, I know the organization is actually losing money and they're still hosting this tournament. The prize money is absolutely phenomenal. For 5 teams, yeah. You get 1,800 euros, which is split over those top 3 teams. It's insane. Like, I'm not sure why you guys didn't show up. I'm fairly disappointed in the community. I know there's more teams out there. The French, the German teams, the English teams. It's really easy to get out here. I mean, me and Free will take you to a tour through Amsterdam, through the red light district, and out, and you guys aren't coming. You guys are insane.
Most of the teams said, well, we're just saving our money for ECL London coming up. I think it's in only a month. And most teams said, well, we're just saving our money and we're going to ECL London and we can't attend Reflex because of that.
There are a lot of maybe a lot of the teams that are based in the UK. Fair enough. I know those guys would rather go to the tournament in London, but there's a lot of Dutch teams, French teams, German teams that never go to events in the UK anyway, who might as well show up here. I mean, the setup is absolutely great. You get to play a lot of matches. There's literally 4 stations for 5 teams at the moment, so that doesn't make much sense, but it is all possible. So they have run bigger tournaments before, so it's a bit of a shame, you guys. But the fortunate thing for us is that there are good teams here. I mean, Dignitas has won the last 2 tournaments, so that's basically the best team in Europe at the moment. Apex is looking really good. A formation of Apex was basically 2nd place at the last tournament. LOL are always a good team, regardless of how you view them or how little they play. They're always in contention. And then Whalers is always a good Dutch team. They've been probably the 2nd best Dutch team for at least 4 years now. So, you know, it's a great tournament, and we'll show you guys some exciting matches. So stick around for sure. We missed a bit of the match, but not much has changed. LLL have gathered a few points, but they're still quite far behind Dignitas. Although they have been seeming to take a bit more control than they were before. It's 106 to 75 now, approximately. So yeah, Dignitas are winning by quite a bit, but LLL seem to have figured out this map a bit more. It's a best of 5 Brady Cake.
Right, trying to defend the hill here, getting swarmed by Shinado. Oh, going for the chase. Shinado almost got taken down there by Riots. See what he can do off the respawn. I believe, oh, 3 down for LowLandLions right here. But still managing to get some time. Rami going for the hill, getting taken down. Oh, and we hear 2 for real screaming at Ramirez being so fucking bad. Sorry for my language on the stream. Oh, nice shots there on Shinado from Riots. Trying to get some time right here. Having Medicae across the map, and Ramirez, not really good positioning here from Dignitas. Still, Riots manages to get a big chunk of time here.
Yeah, it was definitely way too spread out, which is why LLL actually spawned right behind him. The main thing about that is it doesn't matter too much because the hill is about to move anyway, but they are still giving up about 15 seconds of hill time to LLL now. Although actually Fusion just decided to one-man army his way and get some of the hill time at the end. The good thing about Dig though, they did set up for this new hill, so they did get some seconds straight away. Picked up the sniper, and LLL was on spawn. So basically that was perfectly played by Dignitas.
Much props to Fusion there, holding off almost the entire LowLandLions teams. And managing to get Rami and Medicae and Riots setting up for this hill, and Fusion being a huge distraction there for LowLandLions on the other side of the map. Oh, great nade there from Pino on Riots.
It seems to be that they are still hovering at about the 50-point mark, the advantage for Dignitas, I mean. It doesn't really matter what LLL seems to do. The advantage for Dignitas seems to be 50 seconds the entire time. This bottom hill sucks. Like, as far as holding it, it looks like an absolute nightmare. 2 nades and a couple of shots and you're out there. I mean, there's no way to hide in the hill at all.
Really interesting to see how Dignitas is dividing the hill time. I haven't really paid attention to it, but I'm really curious who gets the most hill time. Or do they have?
They seem to switch continuously. I mean, everyone seems to jump in there and then just back out the moment they get hit, which is something LLL seem to not do at all. It seems to be that LLL have 2 or 3 guys who just try to stay in there on their own, and Shinada just out DMR'd the shit out of Riots, to be fair. Hey, and there's 3 down on Dignitas, so LLL should be able to get at least a bit of hill time because Ramirez was also on no shield.
It's good to see Dignitas evenly dividing about 30 or 40 seconds each player, and on the LowLandLions, Buck 20 is the main slayer. We all know that, so he only has like 6 seconds in the hill. Buck 57 and Pino doing most of the dirty work for LowLandLions, giving Shinado and Buck 20 the opportunity to try and slay Dignitas right there. Not really paying off that well because they're still quite behind on Dignitas right here.
Yeah, it seems to be like no matter what they do, they keep being 50 points behind. Like exactly those 50 points. Like they'll get like 10 or 20 points or something, and then for some reason Dig just seems to come back every time.
Yeah. Good kill there from Buck 57, stopping Riots there for the triple kill. That will be huge for Riots. See what they can do right here, getting LowLandLions off spawn there. Again
though, the side hill is completely dominated by Dignitas so far. I mean, I haven't even touched it, and I think Dig held it for like 20 seconds straight, which seems to be huge on this map.
Great pacing there, smart backing off, seeing, actually Ramirez cleaning up the kill. Right, trying to get into the back of the flanking LowLandLions there. Great nade from Buck 20. Bit of spamming right there.
For everyone on the stream, by the way, I'm gonna try and get Apex onto the main stage for the next round because they're the only team we haven't seen yet. So just so you guys know.
Yeah, I see them playing against Waiters, I believe, here right now.
That's an interesting matchup actually, because that's basically gonna decide if that's a close matchup, then you know LLL and Dignitas are just a bit better than both of those teams, most likely.
Yeah.
If, however, Apex sweep Whalers, then it's going to be a really, really interesting matchup between Apex and LLL just to see who's better. Because LLL have surprised me. I mean, they haven't played this game type probably at all. They probably barely know the map. And they're still doing a pretty decent job against a really, really good Dignitas squad. So they're still playing really well.
True. Only thing on Apex, we have so much individual skill. The best German gunner is
Definitely.
easily to say the best German.
Definitely.
Trojan, best Belgium.
Well, probably in contention for the best European player.
Well, you have Robba, best of the Scandinavian crew.
Probably.
Well, Process maybe, but Robba being on the top of there. And
I still like Zignex.
yeah, well, we haven't seen much of him last couple of years.
I honestly have no idea if he still plays or if he's even alive, but yeah.
It will be interesting to see whoever. I think what's the score actually? It's 1-1 for Dignitas.
Yeah, it's 1-1 at the moment. Yeah, it's Dignitas had the first game, and then LLL took the second one on TS on Zelo.
Oh yeah, TS, yeah.
And this game does seem to be going to Dignitas because yeah, it's the same thing. Still about the 50-point difference, 40 at the moment, but yeah, it seems to be 40 to 50.
It seems to be Rise is on fire again. Not really missing that much shots there. Trying to get the kill on Buck 57 when he was already 2 shots down, but didn't work for him that well. Still fighting for the bottom hill.
You can definitely hear LLL focusing on the hill now. I mean, you can hear Frill basically screaming just hill. It's just going like hill, get the hill, watch the hill, that kind of thing. It's just every sentence has the word hill in it, basically. And that's exactly what they need to be doing. I mean, this is crunch time for them. They need about 30 seconds continuously, back to back to back.
Yeah, they actually got 20 seconds off, but because of just focusing on the hill, they got all down, and now Dignitas can spawn kill them and actually get a huge chunk of time here.
This seems to be almost over. I mean, there's no way LLL are going to pull back 70 seconds on the side hill. I mean, they could, but if they allow Dignitas to get more time, then they basically need to control the entire last hill, which is damn near impossible.
True. I think that last strategy of all swarming the hill of LowLandLions didn't really pay off that well. They got all down and Dignitas just dominating the whole map after that.
Yeah, it was definitely a desperation move. You could tell LLL was just running out of ideas because they every time they would get the hill, they would come back a little bit, but they would still be down that 50 seconds after a minute. And I guess they were just out of ideas. So I think it's time for LLL to regroup, just focus on the next map, which would be CTF Countdown. I know that basically LLL love Countdown. It's one of their favorite game types, I think. I know Shinato loves it. It's since the start when I played Halo Reach. He was amazing at Countdown, and the Bucks. It's definitely a team-orientated map, and I think the Bucks are pretty decent at it as well. So,
don't really know how Dignitas is on Countdown. Well, we'll see after this next matchup. It's virtually impossible now for LowLandLions to win. I don't know, they're still playing though. I think mostly out of respect for each other. And
by the way, a small correction. I just saw it in the chat. The whole chat lit up saying Gunnar isn't from Germany. He's from Switzerland.
Oh,
so apparently, who knew? Actually, I had no idea. So it's Fragby, Robba, Gunnar, and Trojan, of course. So yeah, Trojan obviously one of the best players in Europe, arguably the best player. Fragby is a very, very underrated player in my opinion. I mean, anyone, you could basically throw him in on Dignitas right now, and I doubt they'd actually lose any skill whatsoever. I think they'd probably be just as good, except for Fusion. Or yeah, I wouldn't change it for Fusion, but everyone else is probably replaceable with Fragby, and they'd be just as good. Yeah, Gunnar obviously insane talent. When he gets out of the German mentality of doing everything by himself,
Swiss mentality.
Swedish, yeah, or Swiss, but it's very much a German mentality he plays with, where it's like everything has to be I have to do everything on my own. And then yeah, Robba has just been a very solid player over the years. So Pino went minus 15, I think, that last game. I didn't see the stats, but someone in the chat did.
Yeah, minus 16 or minus 15 for Pino. Also one of the players who hasn't really put in that much practice last couple of the weeks. Well, we'll see that transferring into the stats. Last round it was Shinato, big neck bomb.
Oh,
No,
apparently
Pino?
Finland isn't Scandinavia either. Ah, who knew? Learn stuff every day.
It isn't?
I don't know. I guess.
Well,
And someone finds you gay.
yeah, that's my roommate.
Okay.
Fucker. Sorry, Wasteborg. We didn't know Finland wasn't in Scandinavia. We'll get a map going here. Well, we actually started in CDF countdown right here. Dignitas making a push for where it used to be camo.
The opening is definitely one of the more important bits. I have seen this from LOL before, but it just does not work out. Like, come on. You don't have anyone covering your back at all. You lose the snipe and you're running a flag halfway. Oh, wait a minute.
No.
Actually running the flag, what the fuck? Okay, I was wrong. Okay. It's gonna cap that. What the fuck?
I don't know where the rest of Dignitas was, but
yeah, that was a bit of a boo-boo. I mean, you had the snipe, you had the position to return the flag, but you just let it go. Yes, to everyone, it's always a best of 5 here because we have so little teams. We do every match a best of 5. The finals will be even more, most likely.
So Dignitas going for a flag cap right here. Probably pulling it for sniper right here.
Honestly, I'm not sure how much Dignitas practice. If anyone in the chat knows if they practiced a lot, but I'm really not that impressed with Dignitas so far. I mean, I know they barely won the other events, but they won against really stiff competition there, and this isn't that great of competition. And they're really, well, struggling is maybe a big word, but they aren't playing dominating at all. So
LowLandLions actually going for another flag cap right there.
according to someone in the chat, apparently Dignitas practiced a lot as well. So you would really be expecting them to dominate this tournament.
Well, we're gonna see a little bit of standoff there. Fusion holding the flag for Dignitas. Oh, 3 down, all down for LowLandLions.
So this is probably going to be the second cap. Dignitas did recover a little bit by counter-capping the other flag, but still I feel they shouldn't have never let that other flag been capped. But whatever, they're moving the third flag as well, and it definitely seems like they're getting a bit of control now.
Nice snap there from Riot. Somebody said going for the no-scope. Not really getting it, smartly backing down.
So this is 3 down for... sorry, 2 down for Dignitas, but LLL did not manage to throw the flag out that far or return the flag, and Riot is going off with the snipe a little bit.
Is he gonna do it? No, he's not. Staying smartly alive though, using the DFA right there. Oh, fuck, that's a shame for Riot. Going for the flag right there, just reset it before he could touch it.
I would say this is probably one of the more interesting matches so far though. I mean, you definitely could tell that Dignitas were caught off guard by that first flag cap, and now they really you can tell that they want to step up the game just to show that they're much better than they have been showing, and they are showing at the moment. So it's interesting to see that Dignitas are trying to step the game up, and it'll be interesting to see how LLL can counter that with their limited practice.
Great play there from Pino, throwing out the flag just before Riot could put it in. Fusing going in with the rockets though. Great performance there from Fusion. Getting 2 kills, securing the flag, getting LowLandLions 3 down.
Shinado did, however, manage to throw a grenade, which stopped the flag, and no one has actually, I think, touched the flag since then. So, yeah, exactly, the flag actually reset. So, even though Dignitas did a pretty decent job at staying, or actually guarding the flag and making sure that LLL couldn't run it out, they never actually made sure that LLL's flag stayed in the base, so they never actually capped it.
Bit of a choke there.
Yeah, exactly. Again, a bit of a silly mistake by Dignitas.
Well, maybe they perform better when they are in the finals, or maybe if they play Apex, we'll see if they can just step up their game. But they're ahead 2-1. There's 2-0 up and 2-1 up in the series. So,
of course, I mean they're playing well, but it's just that I think with the amount of practice, the amount of practice they've had, the lack of practice LOL have had, and the way they've already won the last 2 tournaments, I think most people were expecting this to be probably a clean sweep, or at least quite an easy 3-1 or something like that, and it seems to be a lot closer than that. And with a 2-1 score in the game right now, LOL have every right to win this game still.
CFO getting smacked into the back there from from Shinado. Recovering the flag and getting free down for Dignitas. See if LowLandLions can push up to the Dignitas base right there.
It does seem that Dignitas do a very good job of waiting for each other on spawn and then pushing out as a team, which is something we don't see LOL doing too much. LOL seem to be much more individually based, just running and charging on their own and then baiting and switching a bit from a distance. Although Shinada just raped 2 people, I think. Not sure what happened. Yeah, and because of that, they're actually running a flag now. Only one person alive for Dignitas to stop it straight away, but everyone on Dignitas is alive now, and Fusion did manage to pick up a kill.
Interesting route Shinado took there. He ran up the lift.
Yeah, I guess he wanted more cover because Fusion was at the vents killing people. I'm not sure what Pino was doing. I don't think he actually put a shot into anyone at that point. So LOL trying to run the flag again, but this is really scrappy, and Dignitas actually managed to do a counter cap in between there. Really sloppy stuff by LOL again, having a great position and giving it all up, and actually allowing a counter cap and a second one as well. So great job at Dignitas. I didn't even see them running the second one, to be fair.
Actually 4-1.
Yeah, Dignitas actually capped two flags back to back just now. Yeah, this is definitely the Dignitas we were expecting, basically.
Great teamwork there from Dignitas. Oh, missing the shot. Should have had nice kill on Shinado.
Great adjustment, though. I mean, someone invading in is always one of the harder angles to hit. It was a great adjustment shot by Riot.
LowLandLions seem to have the power weapons right now. See if they can make a use of that. Oh, the flags actually was on the Dignitas' flag, so they only should have touched it, but didn't really manage to do so.
Yeah, that's one of the surprising things. Like normally on Countdown, at least when I watch some MLG, it seems to be that not every time, but a lot of the times when a team is trying to cap a flag, the opposite team will throw the flag out and there'll be some kind of stalemate going on at least once or twice in a match. So far it hasn't happened once. Well, it happened for a little bit on a cap from Dignitas, but other than that it's barely happened, and that's quite surprising to me. It isn't that hard to throw a flag downstairs or just throw it to the bottom middle where it's really hard to return it, but it just doesn't seem to be happening at all. So you could say that's good offense by the team, but I think it's more poor defense by the other team. Because it's been like that from both teams. It's not like Dignitas has been doing it. They haven't been doing it either. Both caps from LOL have been basically uncontested.
Oh,
and it looks like they're running a third one as well.
Yeah, being 3 down for LowLandLions, Shinado still decided to try to run it through big door. Actually got almost 2 rockets, I see.
And that's Dignitas' flag, or LOL's flag that Dignitas was running. So it looks like Dig might just finish this out if they get a bit lucky on the timing. Which they are. Oh, that's so
great
clutch.
Play.
So clutch. So Dignitas end up recovering very well from their early deficit on this map. Coming back to a good 5-2 win. Surprising win by LOL in there, but I think Dignitas did show that they're quite a bit better than LOL. So it's going to be interesting to see how well Apex does, how Apex and Dignitas match up. Let me, before we leave, let me just try and get you a score update for Apex and the Whalers.
Yeah, I'll just go and ask.
So yeah, just stick around for a little bit, because I'm not sure if they're finished playing. So I'm assuming that Whalers probably took at least the game from Apex. Yeah, what did you guys like that matchup? You guys surprised by the result or expecting it? Do you think played well? Who do you guys want on the stream for the next match? Because it's probably going to be Dignitas Apex or something like that. 3-1. Oh, Apex won the first matchup between Whalers and Apex, 2-1 on CTF Sanctuary. So that was a very close match, actually. Heading games at the moment between Apex and Whalers, but it seems to be a lot closer than we had expected. I'll try to post some updates in the chat, guys. But I am signing off now. So we will be back, and I'll let you guys know what the next matchup will be as well. See you guys.